The valedictorian and salutatorian are those students ranked number 1 and number 2 in the class. Between these two students, they have taken 21 honors courses, 22 AP courses, and excelled in courses such as Calculus 3, Physics, Advanced Languages, and Literature. They have participated in several activities and athletics and provided leadership to multiple Pine Creek organizations. Salutatorian Peter McAvoy, will you please join me? In attendance with Peter today are his parents, and would you please stand and be recognized, are his parents Larry and Anki McAvoy, siblings Jackson, Wes, and Quentin, and grandparents Tom and Peta Barber and Larry McAvoy. Peter has been a student in the Academy School District since 5th grade. Peter is an outstanding baseball player, a 3-year letterman. Zachary is joined today by his parents, Rami and Jacqueline, siblings Madeline, Anastasia, and grandparents Steve and Karen Sands, and his great-uncle Jack Sands. Would you please stand? Cross-country runner and track runner. He was selected as the Gatorade Cross-Country Runner of the Year for Colorado. When he's not running, he volunteers at his church and for Meals on Wheels. Zachary plans to attend Duke University on a full athletic scholarship, where he will compete for the Blue Devils in cross-country and indoor and outdoor track and field. He plans to major in engineering or medicine. He would like to thank his parents, his grandparents, his great-uncle and great-grandfather for standing by him and for supporting him through all of the ups and downs. Please help me congratulate our valedictorian, Zachary Alhamra. Our honored graduates will now give their address.
Before I begin, I would like to take a moment to recognize an individual whose love and friendship has deeply affected my life. I speak of my great-grandfather, Claire Sands. I pray through his remembrance that this message may resonate with both clarity and sincere emotion. Friends, family, and colleagues, it is an honor that I may address you on such a day full of expectation and promise. After 4 long and memorable and difficult years, we are congregated for a ceremony of celebration. A celebration that holds its meaning not in the conclusion or retirement of something, but the beginning, which is why we name it commencement. This word commencement harbors a largely romantic implication. It is a restoration or dawning of something, a tomorrow whose faint outlines we begin to distinguish in a yellow haze as yesterday slowly recedes and extinguishes in the setting of the sun. This tomorrow holds a multitude of opportunity unique to each and every one of us. This, my friends, is the meaning of commencement. However, commencement is also a moment for reflection, a special time in which we temporarily put our plans for the future aside in enjoyment and remembrance of the memories we forged at Pine Creek. Although precious time contains no pauses and our years at Pine Creek can never fully be reproduced, we are blessed to have been given memories with which we can revisit aspects of our journey individually, internally. Good memories are moments of serenity. Accordingly, I would like to share a piece of my serenity in the form of a humorous anecdote. There once was a sophomoric runner whose entrance into the Pine Creek cross-country team completely eradicated the pre-existing equilibrium of the group. While the veteran runners were calm and collected, this new kid was overzealous and just plain obnoxious. A certain coach and physics teacher at Pine Creek, Mr. Oliver, certainly had his hands tied with this one. It was going to take the patience of Job not to lose his mind with this one. How am I supposed to deal with this snot-nosed freshman for the next 4 years? This must be karma coming back to bite me for assigning all those physics problems that my students have no idea how to solve, thought the unnamed coach. The day came when this runner ran his first cross-country race in high school. Completely inexperienced, the kid ran a race in a way that made the physics teacher slash coach want to catch a flight going somewhere far away. However poorly the kid did with his pacing, he still won the race. The kid, ecstatic after finishing first, approached his coach with a big old smile on his face. The unnamed coach stood there, seemingly placid of expression, yet somehow you had this undeniable feeling that he was just plain grumpy. Kid, you ran a stupid race, the physics teacher slash coach told the kid, maintaining his expression. The kid was incredulous. Who does this nasty man think he is telling me I ran so poorly when I won the race, the kid thought. Although the runner did not realize it at the time, the grumpiness of this coach was not actually authentic grumpiness, but simply constructive criticism. Over the following months and years, the kid would understand how to interpret the grumpiness of his coach, and the coach would learn to live with the overtly obnoxious nature of his pupil. It was the beginning of a wonderful friendship. The end. As many of you probably know, I speak of my good friend, teacher, and mentor, Max Oliver. Through the guidance of Mr. Oliver and my coach, Mark Weeks, I truly blossomed athletically and academically at Pine Creek, and for that I am forever indebted to my two coaches. If I embarrass you at all, Mr. Oliver, I have brought my spike bag with me and I am ready to do any workout you can throw at me. The reason that I love this story so much is because it closely parallels the nature of high school. A bunch of kids with bright spirits and minds enter the doors as freshmen and through their mistakes and miscalculations, learn and develop into the young adults that you see here today. These kids have the power, through their intellectuality, to change the world for good. As an institution, high school allows us to funnel these ambitions into actions that breed positivity for ourselves and the greater good of society. For some of us, this process of maturation took many days and nights and continues to shape us this day. This process was rarely glamorous, and some of us were confronted with major setbacks and obstacles. Nevertheless, Pine Creek has provided a healthy social environment in which we can cultivate our abilities to face the challenges that lie ahead of us in life. As I look back upon my high school years, I see a mixture of emotions and experiences with a variety of friendly faces. I was an honorary member of the Asian table in Mrs. Pierce's calculus class. I had the opportunity to tease one of my favorite literature teachers, Mrs. Babbitt, because she used the word behoove on a nearly daily basis. In Mr. Morrill's literature class, Mike Zhang's name became an accepted literary term in the analysis of major works of literature. In Mr. Oliver's physics class, we saw the complete annihilation of all of his favorite toys as a result of clumsy students knocking things around on accident. I got to see my friend Zachary Taylor declare war on every single one of Mr. Rausch's statements used in class discussions. In Mr. Anderson's U.S. history class, well, let's just say that whatever happened in Anderson stayed in Anderson's, or else I might be escorted off the stage here in a moment. Moments such as these that can be cherished over the course of a lifetime. It is a truly rewarding experience to be up here sharing these memories with you. On a more serious note, as we enter the world as adults, the future of our nation lies in our hands. These wonderful people eager to graduate today have the opportunity to make the difference they want to see in the world. As we take our first steps into adulthood, I encourage all of my peers to make the choice to live life through the lens of compassion, open-mindedness, and understanding. As the band Blessed Union of Souls put it so beautifully in their song, I Believe, open up your heart, and then open up your mind, and then open up your heart, and you will see that you and me aren't very far apart. The meaning of this verse is very clear. Through love and genuine care of others, we become closer to each other emotionally as human beings. We are all brothers and sisters of the same race in this world full of mysteries, and it is our duty to take good care of each other through the good times and the bad. Make the choice to see good in all people, and do not blame others for their failures or misfortunes. Celebrate those around you and be grateful for what you have, as tomorrow makes no promises or guarantees in this world of challenge. Following our commencement, it is essential that we enter the world as adults who are mentally and emotionally durable. Each and every one of us has a full serving of life waiting for us outside of these doors, with a variety of experiences, both good and bad. In times of happiness and jubilation, soar like an eagle. If you break your wing, remain steadfast, do not panic, and remember that you are loved and that you are never alone in this big old world full of such diversity. As we embark on the journey of our adult lives, remember that everything happens for a reason, and that life is a journey meant to be celebrated and enjoyed. This is the true meaning of commencement. Lastly, I would like to thank the administration and staff at Pine Creek High School who have supported me through the best of times and the worst of times over the last 4 years. I will never forget the sacrifices that this school has made for me and the opportunities it has presented to me to develop into the best man that I can be. I would also like to recognize my friends and family who have always stood by me in times of triumph and trial. Students and staff alike, as we part, I wish you all the best and brightest of futures. Let us remain undaunted in our courage as we face life's greatest challenges and we enjoy life's most blissful satisfactions. Thank you all for your attention and congratulations to Pine Creek's class of 2015.